All right, we are live. I want to apologize for we are live. I just want to apologize. Uh, during the first take of this live stream, I noticed that the like 5 minutes into it, that somehow there was bad connection with the streaming. So I don't know what happened there, but I went to go finish it kicked back in where I was able to continue to do the live stream and. Once I finished, the 27-minute live stream became a 1 minute video. So we're going to do this all over again. It's probably not going to be 27 minutes this time. We're going to go into it like kind of a very, very basic Amityville horror. First time ever talking about this on this channel. Um, it is a unique franchise. When you think of paranormal stuff, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Amityville horror movies. There are only three good ones that I absolutely enjoy. There's a couple of them I have not seen, and the ones that I did see is the original from 1979, Part 2, The Possession from 1982, and then the one I do not own physical, but I own it on. I got it on Voodoo, which is The End of the Horror from 2005, starring Melissa George and Ryan Reynolds. Those are the three best ones in this entire franchise. Possession, I like the most because it's basically a prequel. It's got the Montelli family, and I do have the honor of hopefully next March meeting Diane Franklin from the film. Also, gonna get this signed. That's the reason why I bought it. Gonna have this thing signed. You take it out of the plastic. That's how you take it out of the plastic. It was like that. She was also in Better Off Dead, but her performance in this was really, really cool. I really, really liked it. Burt Young too was shocked that he was in Amityville too. I did see him in another film, outside of Rocky, which was Back to School of Rodney Dangerfield. But to see him in a movie like this, I'm always used to seeing him in the Rocky films. Great stuff. I mean, great stuff of him. Even the father that comes into the picture here to try to bless the house. That was, pretty epic in a way. It's not along the tops of the Rod Steiger Father Delaney performance. If I think that's what Rod Steiger's character's name was in the original film. But I remember the Rod Steiger performance. It was when he's in a sanctuary getting ready to let us pray. Give his father and stuff like that. Give the mind and body. And then I am not going to reenact it because it's almost like, man, I'm going to eat. A lot of it involves him yelling. And he's like, it was just epic. And that scene is not supposed to be funny. But I laugh every time because just the way Rod Steiger is in that one scene it just sells it for me for that entire film. Now the father character, I believe James Olsen, I think, is the actor that plays the father in this film. There's a scene in the film where they try to capitalize on the Rod Steiger performance in that, where it says, "Let it be me, God, let it be me," and it is really epic. It was really good there. But with Amityville 2, that was more like a prequel because Ronald DeFeo murdered his entire family. Sonny Montelli did the same thing in this. Spoiler alert if anybody wants to know, but it is what it is. And for the person that's watching this, this is a retake of the live stream. Something happened with the connection earlier. So we're back doing this, which is no problem. I mean, things happen. Technology can get out of hand every once in a while. Nothing's perfect with technology, but back with Amityville here. Even with Sonny being possessed, and this is the possession because Sonny does get possessed, that whole scene there was frightening because when the rest of the family goes to church, Sonny's the only one left at the house, and all this weird stuff starts happening. And then, the frightening scene is when Sonny, when you see the camera pan on Sonny's face, and he's looking at something, he's looking terrified and looking at something. We don't see it, but we see the terror that what he sees in front of him. And then he ends up getting possessed because he gets possessed, and it's really, really epic because he either falls on his bed, and all of a sudden, his stomach goes in and out, because that was so epic. And then you can see when he gets when the manifestation takes over of the demon, or the evil entity that's inside of him takes over. I mean, his face changes and stuff. I remember, the scene in the third act when the father goes to the house, and then he goes upstairs, and then Sonny, he pretty much fully possessed with that grotesque look on his face, or that grotesque face, just jumps out like he's flying, like he's like a bat, And I thought that scene was kind of funny there, but in reality, it's not really funny. But just some things are. So, this evil entity that's inside Sonny even makes him, they don't show it on camera, but it is told by Diane Franklin's character that when she goes to confess, that she said that she went all the way through with it, with Sonny being possessed. He actually had sexual relations with her, which is kind of crazy. But we don't need to see that type of stuff, but just hearing the nature of it, and that's how wicked it is. This is definitely one. This right here is definitely one of the best possession movies I've ever seen. The other one being Freddy's Revenge, Nightmare on Street 2, and along with that one would be Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. It's another good one. The remake of 2005 definitely is a great one. Ryan Reynolds and Melissa George. I like the fact that they explain more of what the house is built on. It's basically built on an Indian, or not a burial ground, but an Indian slave torture facility that was once there on the land. And we don't get to see really much of it, little at all, in the original film, when the dog is actually scraping in the basement at the stone wall. And then George Lutz, who was in that film, played by James Borland, knocks out part of the wall, and then he actually sees a reflection of himself. We don't get to see what's beyond anything after that, but whatever it is, must have been really, really terrifying. But I think the 2005 remake did a really good job. I mean, it had its flaws. I mean, the father was less part of the story than what he was in the original film. The ending is very different. If you don't mind spoilers, they end up escaping on a boat instead of in the van. So, or a vehicle. I think Ryan Reynolds did a great job. I think he fit perfectly as George Lutz. Melissa George as Kathy Lutz, pretty good as well. The kids I enjoyed in both films. We're just combining both 1 and 2 here. So, yeah, you get to you get to the third one, which is Amityville 3D, which by far wasn't that great of a film. It did star, or co-starred, a young Meg Ryan and Lori Longland. If you don't know who Lori Longland is, if you were old enough, or if you're old enough, you probably know the original Full House run. She was on there. She played one of the main characters' girlfriends in the film. I believe maybe she was Bob Saget's girlfriend on the show. I'm not really sure. But I mean, she was from that. And I thought maybe she might have been from also from Rad as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, something, hey, Face, I'm just redoing this live stream. I'll be on Bat Rickens live stream here in in a little while. This is going to be a shorter live stream. Something happened with my connection earlier with the first take of this, and it let me film, but I went to go upload into the stream, and it only gave me a 1 minute live stream of the live stream here. So I'm just recapping some of the stuff really quick. So Amityville 3D, definitely not a great film. What it's really about, it's about it's a reporting duel. They go there and they investigate, and then the male reporter buys the house. His wife is not thrilled about it. She doesn't want the daughter to go to it. Oh, thank you so much. It's great, man. Let him know. Let him know. That'd be great. So Lloyd Longland's character, her character ends up drowning by accident. And it just, the mother is just so hysterical about it and stuff. She thinks she's alive and in this and that. But the whole climax, which was really, really epic, was they had a whole paranormal team there, and all this stuff starts happening. You get like a storm in there, cold weather inside the house. It throws some of the paranormal team out the window this way and that way, and it's just and then near the end of Amityville 3D, the house blows up. So that's pretty much it on that one. And then and that's the end of the original trilogy. So then we get Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes, which in the beginning of the film, they're at the Amityville house. Then some of the stuff goes for sale. And one thing that is on sale is at a garage sale is the lamp that was from the house, and the evil's actually inside the lamp. So the lamp gets bought and it goes to another state, and then everything goes haywire. And that's the one, Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes, that does have Hattie Duke in it. I'm still not too familiar with her, but I know that her name stands out. And of course, she passed away a couple of years ago. It had some great chilling moments in it. I think one of my favorite moments was, I believe there was a scene in there with a lamp where the lamp does turn back on after it's shut off, and then I believe that a face can be seen inside the lamp. So that was just that. Amityville Dollhouse, I only seen some of that back in the day. I was looking through channels. I'd never seen it from start to finish, so I caught it in the middle. I thought it was pretty good. I definitely got to check it out. I don't know if it's still free on Tubi to watch, but definitely something I'm going to have to definitely get my hands on and watch it. There's only a couple of them I have not seen, and that's Amityville, It's About Time, that came out in, I believe, 1992. The Evil's Inside of a Clock. I have not seen that. I know that was on Tubi. I'm definitely going to check that one out. Amityville, The Awakening of Jennifer Jason Leigh. My mom has seen that. She said it was very, very freaky. I have not seen it. That was the one that was supposed to go to theater, but they decided to delay it, and then they decided to go at directed demand or direct to video. So I'm probably gonna have to check that one out sometime down the road if it's on Tubi or one of the streaming stuff that's free to watch. So the remake, definitely great stuff. If you want to know what my ranking is with these films, I would have to say the second one is my favorite, along with the original. That's the number 2 spot. And then in the number 3 spot would be the 2005 remake, which I do not own physically, but I do own it on Vudu, which is now Fandango. Of course, it's digital, but you don't really own it, like you bought it. Those are my 3 favorites. I'll say it again: 2, The Possession, the original, and then the remake of the original. Let me know in the comments, guys, which ones did you like? Which ones didn't you like? Smash the like button, subscribe, and definitely stay tuned because we got some more stuff coming up. So sorry for cutting out short. I want to get on. I want to watch another live stream here, but Uh, they didn't really, I could probably stand here for a little bit. Uh, the thing is with these films, you know, going back again, talking about, I don't remember if I mentioned it in the beginning of this live stream here, but I know on the other live stream I did, the first part, I mean, the first take of it was, I think there's nothing more scarier than terrifying than being afraid of something that's you can't see, that's being paranormal, that you can't see. I mean, I watch a lot of creepy camping in the woods videos of hearing sounds in the woods and stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. It's pretty freaky, but uh, you know, that's what the most scariest thing is, because it's not Freddy, it's not Michael, it's not Jason. I mean, those guys aren't scary, but when it comes down to like supernatural, paranormal stuff, it gets scary. Seeing the first Conjuring movie, which I did get a chance to see a couple years ago, I thought that was scary as hell. I knew the new one, the last one that supposedly is. I thought they were talking about making another one at the last riots one, but uh, I heard that one was pretty good. I had the honor to go ahead, and I had the honor, actually the honor to see some of the prop replicas from the current Conjuring movie at Flashback Weekend. They were on display and stuff like that. That was really, really cool, really, really interesting. So, yeah, I mean, um, this paranormal stuff is really, really good stuff. I think the only other thing that's would be scary would be like, say, stuff like Scream or stuff like that, because again, it's a person put on a ghost face mask and stuff like that. Uh, you can do killings. People do the craziest things for like revenge, or kill for what the motive is for the killings and stuff like that. But when you get to like paranormal stuff, that just takes it to another level. So, uh, even though these are based on, or the first movie in Amityville is based on the George and Kathy Lutz stuff, uh, but it is really, really good. And James Borland did a good job playing George. So did Margot Kidder as well. Just some great stuff. I love the kids in both versions of the remake and original. I love the cast in Anvil to Possession. Can't wait to ask Diane Franklin. Hopefully, keep my fingers crossed that she does not cancel out, because I'd love to ask her what was it like working with Burt Young on the film. You know, Stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, these things are really great. And like I said too, whenever I think of paranormal movies, these right here are the first things I think of. Because these were phenomenal for its time. You got this one from '79, this one from '82. And there was no CGI effects in these at all. So pretty epic what they can do with practical effects back in the day. But yeah, with further ado, guys, that is it for the Amityville franchise. Again, smash the like button. Please subscribe. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, or which ones are your favorites in this franchise. I'll repeat them again. Mine's are, 2, the original, and the remake of the original. And then that's it. So take care. See you guys back in the next one.